Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're at the Toronto Auto Show. It is 2026. They've got plenty of good cars, including the McLaren F1, which is actually right here. There is the Porsche Singer. Right there you can see the tail end of the F40. There's the stunning SM722 SLR. Is a little Pfaff McLaren showroom with the McLaren P1, the stunning W1, as well as the F1 in the background right there.
Aren't the racing cars like that when
Here we go from the W1 to the legendary F1.
Yeah, I know.
What a beauty.
You don't know what's the model of it.
It's McLaren. It's my favorite car.
Oh, so McLaren.
Cool fact about this McLaren F1, this is the VIN 001, which is pretty cool. You'll probably never see this car. Estimated at about 40 million Canadian. And yeah, there's a Pagani Utopia that we'll check out. Now we do have Nissan here, which of course we'll be checking out. Hyundai, Infiniti, and I think Grand Touring Automobiles is on that corner over there behind Infiniti. But let's check out this beautiful Pagani. We did see this at Pfaff. I'll put the... Actually, no, I don't have a proper photo of it, but we did see it at Pfaff in their service bay. Now, moving on to Nissan. So, there are a few new cars here. This is the brand new Nissan Sentra. pretty cool color on it. Nice orange. Here you can see the pricing. This is an SR model. I'm not too familiar with the non-sports car Nissans, but this does seem like it is a nice car, especially for starting at 35,000. There is the interior of the brand new Nissan Sentra. Honestly, pretty solid. Doesn't look terrible. I do like the kind of clear taillights. Smoked, I guess, is what you would refer to it as. Pretty cool. Now, everyone will be by the Nissan Z, of course, which is right here. Here's another Nissan Sentra. This one seems like it's a lower end spec as the orange one. This is like a nice, kind of a Nardo gray color. Beautiful purple on this this thing right here. There's a red Nissan Z. I've already sat in both the regular Z and the Nismo, so not exactly encouraged. This one is a manual transmission. That is pretty sick. Infiniti, I don't think Infiniti has anything brand new, so we're not gonna spend too much time here. This is a nice green on this SUV. This is a pretty cool off-roady kind of thing. QX80 train spec. These are obviously, these things are honestly pretty cool in my opinion. Don't think I would ever own one, but here is something we'll check out. Here is Mercedes with the new Maybach concept car.
Well, I know we're gonna have to do some stuff in Toronto.
This thing is pretty cool. Wheels are a little big in my opinion, but I'm not too sure how well these will sell, considering Maybach's more of like a luxury car brand. Here is the wagon. It's a nice blue color here. Here's, I think this is the new CLA. CLA. Yeah, here's the new CLA 250, pure electric car. Not sure how I feel about this. Let's see the rear end. Of course, my parents own a 25 CLA 250. So, and I think the 25 model just looks way better than this. I'm not a big fan of how they managed to do it. I do like the fact that they added the Mercedes star into the taillight. As you can see back there, the Mercedes star. but I'm not too sure how I feel about the taillights now compared to the taillights before. There's a look into the trunk. Interior. Ooh. As you can see, there the screen goes all the way from the driver's side to the passenger side. I don't know how I feel about that at all. Wagon as well has the stars and the taillights. So I do wonder, here's a new G-Wagon. I do wonder if all of these cars, G-Wagon still has the bricks. I do wonder if they're going to start moving towards doing these stars and all the taillights. Now here, you get to see all the nice exotics. Here is a Lamborghini. This one. This is the replacement of the Huracan. Yeah, I'm not even going to try pronouncing that one's name. There's a stunning blue Lamborghini. Oh my god. Koenigsegg jesko. And there's a, I think it's a Valhalla back there. You got a green Cullinan, and I'm not really great with, I don't really know which one that. I think that might be a Continental. And you have the brand new Mistral there. The Koenigsegg jesko. An absolutely stunning car, nice blue.
Pretty good for a Lambo. I want to ask the price of that.
There's a nicer look at the Lamborghini.
Hi.
Here is the Bugatti Mistral. Let's do a full rotation for the car, and we'll check out the Valhalla and then go to Ferrari, which is behind me. Absolutely stunning car though. I remember when Bugatti Toronto announced this car and they unveiled it on their Instagram page I think like almost a month ago. Beautiful spec, gold and white. Here's the front end. White interior. Here is the stunning Valhalla. It is a nicer green in person. The color is just very saturated by the bright lights.
Is this a
Here's a quick peek at the Ferraris. You got 296 per Sagway. There's a 12-cylinder. Not going to spend too much time here. I think the 12-cylinder is the only one of interest for my viewer base. There's like the few other new Mercedes. Nothing too crazy. Here's the GT2 Stradale.
Oh, is that it? That's what they knew. Like, do you make it official now, basically?
And yeah, I'll catch you guys at, I think Hyundai is the next one. Hyundai, you got the Elantra N. This is the Time Attack, or the Track Edition one. It's pretty cool. TCR Edition. Of course, big spoiler on it. Is this a manual? Yeah, this is in fact a manual transmission.
Like 640 horsepower.
Yeah, different one.
We got the Ioniq 5N. Let's see, other. Here you have this pretty cool project. A few years ago, I think 2 years ago, they had the Vision concept car, that crazy concept car that looked like the DeLorean. They haven't brought it back, but I don't know if that car is even going to stay in production. Leaving Hyundai, we are in Dodge.
Yeah, that's
They got, I'm not too sure. Of course, the McLarens are still completely packed. We'll go by Tesla anyways, since we're already here. They have the Cybertruck, the 3, I think that's a Y. They cut production of the Model X, if I'm not mistaken, so that is why you do not see any Model X here. In my opinion, I thought the Model X was actually one of the only decent looking ones. So I'm not too sure why they would do that. A little 500. This is their Jeep little track thing that they have going on. They have this every year. Pretty cool little feature. I've personally never ridden in them, but I feel like I'd get nauseous over there. Anyways, here is the new Dodge Charger. Again, personally not my style, but I can see why someone would like that. Apparently it won North American Car of the Year. I kind of doubt that. But oh well. I have only seen like 3 in person. Besides, I mean on the road. After this, we'll be going to Subaru. I guess we can stop by Kia as well, and then we'll be going to the next area. We're in Kia now. I'm not too sure if they'll find anything cool. I don't keep track of Kia. Nor have I really seen any Kias that I ever really liked. But oh wow, they got a van now. As expected. Nothing really interesting here. good old Subaru. Actually, no, it's Alfa Romeo. And Dilawari. I guess we'll go to these two first. Here you got the Alfa Romeo Giulia, I don't know how to pronounce it. Stelvio. Here are the Dilawaris, I think is how you pronounce these. Things are pretty cool, look like old Range Rovers or kind of like G-Wagons. Honestly, pretty cool. You got a line for a Subaru. Here is the new BRZ.
Oh, that's sweet.
We'll see the new GR downstairs. Kind of cool. Here is the Impreza. This is the BRZ T5 Special Edition. BRZ. You got a whole grown man in the back. There's a new WRX. I think it's pretty nice. Nice red. My buddy has a WRX STI in this red. This is pure red. This is the TS model. Really cool. Kaminari edition, that is. There's a 3RS just in the corner here. This is a Osei package, the lightweight package, pretty cool. Okay, we're in the BMW sector with the nice neons. There's a nice BMW i8, kind of like, or not i8, sorry, Purple 8 series. We ignore the fact I call that an i8. Got a, I think it's an M4. Not really great with the BMWs, but and then you have a normal 3 Series there. A nice blue 3 Series. Unfortunately, you cannot sit in this, but this is a nice BMW M2 behind everyone. Nice purple color, bronze wheels, blue interior. Pretty nice. Right here we are in the Oblivion area. I guess this is the area everyone's entering from, so I'll just go from that side. Here's, I think this is called Ecto 1. I got awful memory. Yeah, Ecto 1. Thing's really cool. From the hit movie Ghostbusters. And this got a lot of cool cars in here. Here is a Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution. I think it's the Pajero. Really sick. Wow. Here is a Ford RS200. Hopefully no copyright. This RS200 is beautiful. Sorry. With the rally headlights. This thing's wicked cool. And then we'll loop around. There's a Diablo there and pretty cool CRX. Here's the back end of that Pajero. There's a 92 Ford Taurus SHO, which is pretty cool.
Have you guys ever heard of us before? Okay, I just stumbled across the room today.
We'll squeeze in somewhere. Sorry. Here's a geo tracker. Really cool. I like the little tribal sticker on the side with a matching Yamaha jet ski. This is really cool. Here's a Nissan. I think this is the Pulsar. I forgot what this one was called. Maybe an NX, but it has T-tops, similar to my 300 ZX. Yep, Nissan NX Pulsar. Really cool. A lot of people don't realize that Nissan did quite a few T-tops. Also, a lot of cars did T-tops. This is one that you wouldn't see or expect. It looks like it has the same overall build as the Z32. And if you look carefully, you can kind of see that it has a similar gauge cluster setup as the Z32. Love the glass back on the back. There is a Honda CRX number 1. So McLaren F1 was VIN number 1, and this Honda CRX is also VIN number 1. Documented as the first CRX made for Canada, possibly North America. That is honestly really cool. Now over here you have the gorgeous Lamborghini Diablo. Love the neon lights reflecting off the windshield of this car. Of course, this car later went to use the 300ZX headlights in the facelift variant. And you got an Audi Quattro. Honestly, this is probably my favorite little area compared to, or that we've been to so far. Besides the McLaren F1, of course, that's a hard car to beat. But the Quattro, the Diablo, the first CRX for Canada and possibly North America. RS200, the NX, and the stunning Pajero. You don't get much cooler than that. And of course, Ecto 1, which is right here. Right here we are. This is the Castrol NASCAR. It's a Dodge Charger, pretty cool. You got a few other things here. You got the Lego Cadillac. Which is pretty cool. A little documentary here, as soon as behind it. You got some Mini Koopas and Audis right there. Don't think you can sit in any of the Audis. But here's the John Cooper Works Mini right here. It is pretty cool. We'll check out Audi next, since I feel like Audi's the main one that people would want to see. And downstairs, here's a little monster area that I guess we'll check out. And down there they have Ford, Chevrolet, GM, GMC and all that. I think it's the second year in a row Audi's had their separate little area in this spot.
This is where Porsche was the last couple of years.
You are entering Audi House. Witness quattro control.
All-wheel drive fastest.
Now you got a RS3 here. You got a few other Audis, but this is the one that everyone's here for. The Audi F1 car. And that's absolutely gorgeous. Besides that, they have a few other Audis here. Looks like mostly EVs. There's a nice purple on this one. And yeah, we'll go check out the downstairs location, which has GMC, Chevrolet, Toyota, Lexus, Volvo,
This is Audi House. Step in.
and a few other cool cars.
RS3, take on the dyno test.
And yeah, we'll see you there. Here in the Monster Energy area, we have pretty cool Ford pickup. Sorry, Ford pickup. Okay, so here we are in Ford. First areas you have, first area in the bottom is Ford. Got this beautiful Mustang, the brand new Dark Horse SH. Or sorry, SC. What a beautiful car. Volvo actually has a massive showroom, and if you know me well enough, I love my Volvos. Take a picture of this for my friend. Thing's wicked.
Oh, this is pretty.
Here's a, I think, Heritage Edition Mustang drop top with the rally-ish wheels and the nice retro paint. I'm definitely gonna sit on this one. And of course, you can't have a Ford showcase without the Ford GT. Nice yellow. Last year was a baby blue.
Oh, yeah.
I love the clear taillights on this one. I'm just waiting for sitting in this Mustang, and then we'll go to Volvo. They do have like their little crash show thing. You can see the two orange cars over there.
No, I'm going in the back.
Our Mustang, really cool. People are leaning on it. Nice orange though. The guy's bag is literally like rubbing all over the paint of the car. I get these cars are meant to be touched and shown, like, have some respect on the cars, eh? But
see, but that's just a regular GT with an RTR pack. How do you go 50? Because it's an RTR.
it's a pretty cool neon orange color. Someone left the door wide open on this. We'll just go to Volvo. See if they got something cool. There's the XC90. Sat in one of these. I didn't get to drive it, but this thing was honestly really comfortable. There's the XC60. These things are always nice. And I guess we'll check out the little crash thing that they have here. .55 kilometers an hour T-bone. Here's another XC90. This is the plug-in hybrid, the T8. Now, I guess that's done with Volvo. We'll check out Chevrolet because everyone loves the new Corvettes. Here's a beautiful orange Z06.
Any Subaru?
It's a nice multi-striped Corvette right here. Here's an E-Ray and the ZR1X. I want everyone's going crazy over. No worries. Here are the stats: 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. Top speed of 375 kilometers an hour. Personally, I would probably take the GTD Mustang. I'm more of a Mustang person than I am Corvette or Camaro. But man, this thing's wicked with this big spoiler. Here's the, I guess, winning cars. Cars that won awards. Canadian Car of the Year awards. We got the Palisade, the Kia EV9, of course, the Civic. Everyone expected that. And the Porsche Taycan. No surprises there. Everyone expected the Hondas to, or at least a Honda to be there. Honda or Toyota. Now let's see if that Mustang, that Heritage Edition Mustang's got an opening to sit in. Here's a beautiful, like honestly this yellow is really nice. Honestly, the seats are pretty comfortable, but let's see if any of the Volvos are empty. I love my Volvos, but this one's empty. What is this, EX30? But probably would want to lean more towards sitting in one of the XCs.
But that's the car there.
Talking about XCs, here's the XC90. Here we are in the XC90. Crystal shifter. Super comfortable. I'd love to own one of these. If I owned any SUV, it'd be this. You got beautiful glass roof. Comfortable seats. Rather stylish overall in the interior. I would take this over any other SUV. If I had to choose to daily drive an SUV, any SUV, including a Urus or a Segway, I'd definitely choose an XC90. Now you got Lincoln. I don't know if anyone really cares to look at Lincoln. I think everyone wants to see Toyota, and Lexus is here. You want to see a Lexus, probably GMC. Here's Lexus. Well, that's kind of weird. They could have put a car here or something. It's a really weird empty space. Oh, they do have the Canadian military vehicles. It's pretty cool. This is always here. I love this rose gold color. We got the IS series. See these all the time at car shows. Buick. I don't think anyone cares about Buick, so no offense if you do. We're going straight to Toyota. Now, personally, you can see right here, it's a Land Cruiser. I love the new Land Cruiser. At least that's not the new Land Cruiser. I thought it was for a second. Here's the new Land Cruiser. I love the way these things look. Pretty nice color. I sat one in one at Toyota. They're pretty cool. Really nice, boxy, kind of retro. I guess everyone wants to see the Supra, the GR, and the others. Here is the new here is the GR Corolla. Pretty cool. I love the yellow on the GR86, and then the Supra, which I don't know if you can sit in. I'm gonna assume. Oh yeah, vehicle is locked on the doors. GR Corolla, pretty cool little car. Here is the GR86. The gears in this thing feel amazing. And yeah, you can actually shift the gears in these cars. Well, at least the manual transmission ones. I think some of the ones upstairs were also manual that you could shift through. This is the one I just sat in. Honestly, pretty cool. Of course, my Z is automatic, so it is cool to get a sit and to go through the gears on a manual car. The GR Corolla is pretty cool. 3 exhausts. I just saw that. That's an automatic. I didn't know that they made the GR Corolla as an automatic. I guess it makes sense. They will sell way more of these as automatics rather than manuals. But that's kind of a weird choice. I mean, yeah, that is pretty weird, but still pretty cool to see one of these. The engine's still pretty good, even though it is technically an automatic. Odd choice, but I mean, marketably reasonable. Here's the new Corolla, and then the new Camry. Right here behind all these, it's a FD RX-7. At the HKS booth. And then after we'll check out Boost North right here and the little die cast thing. Got a few models here. Second generation Gallardo in orange. They got a green and a white one as well. Pagani Huayra Roadster. Oh. Fox Body Mustang. You got a Porsche, a few Corvettes, Supra, Uzi. Pretty cool Shelby right there. Few other Mustangs. Polo Semi. Huracan STO. How much are these? Jeez, $78. This 935 is really nice, as well as this 911 Carrera RS. Oh, man. A really nice RX-7. $88. It's an R34. Or GT40. Imagine that there's no chases here. Treno, pretty nice. Toyota Celica. These tuned cars are really cool. Datsun 240Z up there. Mini GTs, these things are usually pretty cool. Little F40 AutoShow thing. Kind of cool. There's that little shelf thing. We've got a small little Murcielago. Hats, $30 at pop. Lord. Honestly, these things are pretty cool, but Carrera GT has no active aero. They don't really seem high quality. Are all M2s here. The vanity plates here. Here is this hoodie t-shirt thing. Check out here. Oh, I see. Some kind of Lamborghini. Murcielago. Really clean IS and a nice Trueno. And if I'm not mistaken, Okay. I'm not sure if I missed the Honda Fit. Maybe it's afterwards, but pretty cool Porsche. RWB. And inside is all the collector cars. In the exotics area, beautiful Huracan and Porsche. Let's check out Lotus first, and we'll check out all these cars here. Stunning blue on this Amira. My God. Camera quality camera picks it up as like a neon dark blue, but it's actually like a deep purplish blue. A Lotus Esprit, really cool, with the red interior as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. And then you got a really nice white one. This thing's sick. Beautiful 57 Corvette here. Got a Grand National. Really cool Grand National. Ferrari 355. 355 is one of my personal dream cars, a Ford GT. I love to own one of these. I think these are beautiful cars. And as you can see, there's a few more cool cars. Take a picture of the Ford GT.
That would be, I know, that's pretty good. There's a concept that they made in like 2002.
Beside the Ford GT is another 355 GTS. We've got a Mercury Comet. Right here, we got the supercars.
The closest I got to was a model car that you have to build. Oh, shit.
We got Murcielago, we got Diablo. We got this beautiful Chiron, which is from Grand Touring Automobiles. You got the little micro car area. Personally, I don't know what any of these are besides the BMW Isetta. You got this really cool little thing in a van.
No, these are the cars that you
Oh, this is a Subaru. 1969 Subaru 360. I bet you can, all of these fit in like one truck altogether, small truck. You got this thing. Looks like it's straight out of Pixar Cars too. There you got a really cool Celica. Christian Celica. We'll go through these cars in a second. There's a few cars here that we have to check out. I just thought I'd go to the mini cars while I'm passing it.
It's not real. You don't know you have skin for it.
Yeah.
Beautiful Murcielago SV. Diablo SVR. A stunning SF90XX here.
2.1.
And a koenigsegg. Now here you got a few more classics. You got a Dodge pickup. This really cool classic with the green stripes. Stunning classic Porsche. We got this old thing right here. I don't even know where I'm supposed to look on half of these.
I was at the museum about 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's because the last.
Canadian Automotive Museum. We gotta go there someday. Call Beach connoisseurs. We got a lot of really cool cars here.
The fact that the fuselage was like made.
Let's jump past here. Skip to the true beauty.
But nothing else in the world.
A Plymouth Cuda. And a stunning Lamborghini Miura. Honestly, one of the nicest cars, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful cars ever built. Take a picture of that.
So I think so far, that was so
And we'll zoom around to the other side, because the other side has a 300 SL. I think I have like an hour worth of footage altogether, which is pretty crazy. Oh, they got a lot of cool stuff here that we might have to check out. Here's the 300 SL gull wing. And took a picture with the 300 SL. We got the Corvette, fully retro. Not retro. We got a BMW here, Z4. Pretty cool. It's gonna be a really wild video. Pretty cool 190 SL here. Some rat rods. And here we got our final area right here, I think. It's a little racing area. We have a stunning Lamborghini Huracan GT car. Pretty cool Mustang right here. The Castrol Charger or Challenger looks exactly the same as the one upstairs.
Check out this Honda Fit. We got a case possibly.
And we found gold, boys. Not the Miura, not the F1, not the Pagani's. Honda Fit. Pretty sick. The battery is pretty low, but I think we're pretty much done here. We've got a few more race cars. You got a nice Lola right here. Got a F1 Lola right here. And finally, you got a Lotus. Honestly, the Honda Fit was probably the best thing here. Unbiased. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.